Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. We're going to do part 3, hopefully the last part of this page we're doing in here by Matsuda. And we're coloring in this page. We have 2 more little fish, some little ferns, mushrooms, and foliage on this side of the page. And hopefully we can get that done. So I just have the same colors that I have on everything else, and in between here in the mushrooms I think is a little bit more of his tummy, so I just colored it with the earth green down in here. So we'll just add a tiny bit of that up in this area too, just to bring it up into that side, and then I will shade this with other colors a little later when we get to that area. I mean, I'm going to color it the same as I did here, but it'll come a little later. Mushrooms I'm going to do in a bit. We're going to work on like this little frond here. These are the fronds of a fern, so young stage. We're going to add in some of the cadmium yellow lemon in the brighter areas up here. So like the new unfolding frond here, bring some of that down. We want to have it a different color than his body. We're going to do that on all of the little fronds that we have here, so I have to find them all. There's one over here, one here, and then it's fishies. Okay, so we just get a little of that color in there as our highlighted area. Now there's something here, and that could just be a leaf going up of some other plant. Okay, then we're going to bring in a, hold on, it's out here in my throat, a little Indian red down kind of in this side because shadow. So we really don't want that to blend into him. And we'll just bring that up into the furls, so on the stem, going around, and a little fluff. Doesn't need to be that bright up here, but we need to bring them in anyway. Okay, so just some up in here. It'll be a shadow. All right. Just want to make that stand out. Then we'll bring in some of the permanent green olive. And if you'd like, I can get you down a little closer to this, just so you can see at least this one. Do the same thing down here. And I didn't do anything over here, so I might as well pull some of that color up in here. Get some red in there. Okay. Okay. Some of that red over here into this one. bit more of that bright green. There we go. Then we're going to take in some of the green gold. I really like that color. It's pretty. Just kind of cover up most of that, giving it just another color to be in there. And then the last color I'm going to bring in is a darker green, chromium green opaque, I think. I guess that stem goes all the way down here. Put a little more red in that. A little bright green on that side. All right. Up here. Okay, might as well throw in a little of the chrome oxide green too. And since these are getting a little too dark and blending in with him, I'm going to get my eraser, clean off the tip. And I'm going to lighten this side here. And some of those tips at those. And then we will add in a tiny bit of the lightest green on those and a bit of a white. That tip's dirty, so I must clean that. So we'll just put a little highlight right there. Tap it in some of these leaves. Just like that, and that'll bring that out a little bit. And we'll do that with this one down here too. I'm going to erase that so I know it's a plant of some sort. And then we'll just throw in some of the white on this one. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. I'll do the same thing on this one here too. I'm not sure what color is going behind that, but we'll leave it nice and bright there. And we'll kind of do a little of that right up here too. Just brightens it up a little. Okay. All right. I'll just brighten that side up a bit more. Just so I can see it. I may darken up behind him a little bit to bring that out a little further, but that'll come later. So we've got the little furls going. We've got leaves on this side, two different types, and then we have these little single leaf things. We have two fish to do too, and then the mushrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and work on a mushroom. I'm going to turn the book though. I like to do the mushroom tops in kind of reddish color, reddish browns. So I pulled out a few of them, and the brown, and the gold, and the cream. So this is my selection for the mushrooms. So I have out the cream, the green gold, walnut brown, sanguine, burnt sienna, caput mortem, and Indian red. Caput mortem is the one we have not used here yet, but the Indian red is in his eyes and on certain spots of him. So we're going to be bringing that color over. The rest of the colors we've used on everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, we'll do this little guy up here. We'll do a couple of them. I'm going to do the cream on all the tip top and down one side. You just have to pick a side that you want to go down on. There's no light source on this page really. So, I mean, I didn't put a sun up here or anything. So all the mushroom tops on one part have got the cream coming off. This little guy is going to get some cream on it too, and so is the stem. So down we go. This little part down there. This little part. There's a reason I do this, is I need to know where everything is. So how big is this mushroom? Goes to here. This is the stem. This is its stem. So what is in there? Yeah. Could be more of his tummy. Could come down in that line. I'll figure it out in a bit. Okay, so mushrooms. We're going to go in with highlight color. So the green gold. Kind of flat mushrooms. I don't know what kind they are. Put a little of that in the stem too. Okay, then we'll go in with the Indian red. So how's everybody doing today? I hope you're all well. We have another sunny day. It's always nice. And everybody's out driving their cars. Put a little red down at the bottom of those mushrooms too. I don't know what that part is. It's gonna bug me. Okay, this is the sanguine. And then we're going to bring in browns. Okay, we're going to bring in some browns here. First one is going to be the burnt sienna. Put that up in here. Kind of go around the tip up here. I have no idea what kind of mushrooms these are, but we're just going to color them up. Just using very light pressure here. This one seems to have a little yum yum bite out of it there, or a crack or something. So we're going to leave that a different color. Go around it and darken it on this side. Then down in here we want to shadow those up, and again darken that part around this little fishy. Okay, same on this side. Leave this one down here. Hoping you can see all this. Okay, next color. I don't think I've used the caput mortem yet. We're going to leave a little lightness on the edges here. Okay. Go in with some walnut brown. I missed this whole one down here. We'll just have to color him in later, huh? This is the burnt sienna, and we're just going to go down lightly on the little crown there, or whatever you want to call that part of the mushroom, the little collar. Bring that shadow line down very lightly. Okay. Gonna bring back in the green and gold. We'll get to that guy. Then we're going to bring in the cream again. Going to get that on there also. Going to blend those colors together. All right, we're going to bring in the white. I'm going to sharpen it. Then we're going to bring it around the edge of the bottom. And then we're going to turn it a little bit this way so I can see it from this angle. And I'm going to bring in a little more of that Indian red in here. Just lightly touch some of those areas. Okay. I'm going to bring in a little black, and I need to sharpen its point. I'm going to bring up some lines in here. There we go. So we follow the line that's down in here, and we'll bring up a little line that comes up. Okay. Darken underneath here for the shadow. Okay, then we are just going to shadow up some areas here with some raw umber. So anywhere there's another piece that is on top of the other piece, we're just going to shadow that up. So that mushroom part is on top of here, we'll add a little shadow. This little skirt is on top of that, we'll add a shadow. You just have to find them because it gets a little busy in here. It's his little fin. We want to go around that. That's the other mushroom, so we can darken that. To do the top of this mushroom. Okay. I'm going to say some of that at least is this mushroom, so we're going to color that in dark. Add some of that color into the mushrooms too. Get this one colored up. Cream. Can't find the cream. Going to widen the base of these little lines. Make it look like the mushroom is crumbling up a little there. There we go. Okay. I think this one here needs a little more. Pull that up. There we go. They look like mushrooms. I better stop or we're going to spend an hour on the mushrooms. You want to see something else done. I'm going to throw a tiny bit of green in the bottom down here of each one of these mushrooms. We want to bring some of that green over. And we'll put a little on the mushroom itself. Okay, we're gonna work on the little fishy here. And as far as I can tell, it's like a hatchet fish, angelfish, and hatchet fish, I guess. We're gonna go in with, try to make them like a transparent-y fish like this one, except for I could have put a little green in that one to make it stand out a little more. Little gray, and the green. Okay, so green gold is going to go right up here on the top, kind of go through the little fin that goes up there, and then lightly bring it down. We have two of these, so do the same thing on this little guy, just in that area. Okay, then we'll bring in the light green, and we're going to put it down here, the belly. Then we're going to bring in the turquoise. I'm going to bring it up right about there and put a little in the fins. Let's get another little fin over here. What's that? I don't know. I don't think it's part of the fish. Okay, then the gray, they kind of got the stripy area coming down in here, just like we've got here. So we're just going to darken that up. And another one here. We can attach it to that though, so it looks more like a stripe. Okay. All right. We're going to darken the side of the fin here. Over here. Okay, then we're going with the cream. And a little bit of white. Trying to figure out his mouth here. Okay, so we're going to bring in that green gold again, get it kind of around his mouth there, pull it up into the fins, and then go across here a little darker. So I think they have a little bit of brown up there, so I'm going to throw a little burnt sienna up here also, just to darken that up a little. Do that on this side too. I haven't done much on him. Bring it down a little here, and we're going to throw a little red in here, right behind his eye. This is the Indian red, and a little back here on his tail. Okay, now let's see if I can get him iridescented more. We're going to try with a bright blue. What do we got? Bright blue here. Yeah, that might work. So I'm going to throw a little of this. This is middle phthalo blue back here, and I'm going to kind of put it in like if I was, I'm going to take this, doing little threes to mimic the scales that are on here. So we're just going to throw a few in. Throw a little of that in the fins. A little around his eye. A little around his belly here. And we're going to put it in this line here because I don't know what it is, and we're going to pretend it's part of the fish. Okay. And a little bit of the sanguine right under here. Okay. There we have a fish. Let's finish that one up. And then we'll give him both eyes with the glaze pen. So we'll darken that up. I don't know where his eye is. I think it's right about there. Okay, then we'll get the Posca pen and give him a little dot. Whoa, that got really big. Okay, I can go over that with the black again. I put it in before it dried. That's no big deal. I will darken that up again. I'm also going to take a black pencil and we're going to go around his body up to where his little mouth is and give him a shadow under here. Okay, that's black. Then we'll go in with the gray. Go up in the mushroom. Transparent, we'll bring that line down and look like the mushroom is there. Okay. We don't really have to do too much up here on this one. But we want to bring the shadow down just so we can see him a little bit better. I'm just going to darken this area up. Just so we can see our little fishies. Okay. All right. Not quite happy with the mushrooms yet. Or the fish. But we are going to put down some green here. We're going to go in with that bright green. We have some foliage in here, so we're just going to color it nice and bright so we know where it's at. So these little leafy things are all being done in the Chromium Yellow Lemon. There's one up here. I think that's one, and we have to erase it because I colored over it. Right there. Okay. We're going to add some of that in this greeny part of the mushroom too, and I want to erase a little of that. I still don't know what that is either. It's probably part of him, and that's probably part of him, and that's probably part of him. And we're going to throw a little bit more of that in our fish, just so it stands out a little more. Okay, we can throw a little of that in our angelfish too. Okay, so that goes on all of these little type leaves, wherever they may be, or wherever they may not be. Okay, and these little leaves over here, these are mushrooms. We've got I'm just going to color it in this color so you can see what shape that leaf is. That kind of leaf and this kind of leaf. Okay, so we have some that are pointed and some that are flat. So I'm going to do them in two different colors. Well, you know, since I did that, I might as well just color them all that color as a base. Okay, base color, base color. These are all the flat round disc ones. And then there's a couple of not flat round ones. There's another one of those. Not sure, but maybe there. And I'm just, like I said, going to color all of those this color. Mushroom, mushroom, leaf. I think this one's a leaf, but that's a mushroom. Okay. Now for these ones, we're going to go in with the May green and shadow one side. Going to shadow the one that has most of the gray shadowing done by the little gray lines that are there. Oh, this one's a little dark. It's got some color in from another when I was doing his tail, so we're going to take that out. Okay, so far those colors, and we'll bring in one more green for that. And we're going to bring in the Chromium green Opaque, and we're just going to go around, kind of bring in some lines. No idea what these are. But we're going to put some veinage type lines in here just so it kind of looks like they have some. Okay. Then we're just going to go around the edge here and darken up the edge a little. Seems to be a leaf right under here, and we'll make it really dark because it's behind everybody. Okay. Other leaves. We're going to take a little white and put it in some of these areas here just to brighten up one side of the leaf. I may go in here with a Posca and lighten those up too. Okay. That makes them look a little better. Okay, these guys here, we're going to go in the center with a nice dark green. And down at the base. And blend it out. Oh, they're hard to find too, but they're green. That one's the other leaf, and this one is going to be one of these. The color I'm using for this is permanent green olive. Enough of a change from the other color, so they look like different leaves, but we can add another color in here just to make sure they don't look like the other ones. This is one of the other ones, so we're just going to switch that color up and shadow that one more. Shadow that one, and whatever that one might be is going to be nice and dark too. Okay. Then we'll bring the white one in here too. Just kind of blend that around. Lighten the ruffles on these ones. I don't know. Is that one? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. And we're going to pull in a little brownish reddish color. I don't know. We'll bring in the green olive, that green gold that I like so much. I'm going to add that in these. And that'll change them up. I think that one's one too. Here we go. So that'll change those colors. All right, I think I have everything here with color on it. Sanguine. Just gonna throw a little in there too. Okay. The funky little green leaves that we just put here, we're just gonna touch the base that comes out of the stem with a little bit of the May green, just so they have a little bit more color to them. But they're very simple little leaves, so we're going to kind of leave them simple little leaves. There we go. All right. We're going to take the eraser on these mushrooms too. And we're going to add some little dots on them. Going up their stems. Okay, add some highlights in there. That brings out some stuff. We're going to lighten his little side fins there. Okay, got to darken his eye again. I can't forget to do that. It doesn't matter if you make a little mistake. Just cover it up. I'm going to bring down this little drip too. Gonna lighten that up down here. There, and I think there's a drip way down here. Gonna lighten that up. Okay. Think I will off camera do the rest of these mushrooms and color up his tummy, because his tummy is under here, and kind of have to finish that part because I didn't know it was there. But now do. I believe that's part of it. And down in here. That's part of the mushroom. And this one. Okay, I'm using the chrome oxide green here to just darken it up. Under there, and we'll throw a little bit of, I think we have a sepia in here somewhere. Possibly. I should. I was using it. There we go. Dark sepia. And we're just going to go around this. This would be the darkest area down here anyway. And just put it on top of the green I just put on. Okay, and I should do a little something in his eye here. So we'll darken that up. And then we'll try to whiten his little teeth here with a little bit of white in them, and then I'll put a touch of blue in them. And let's see, that's going to be really blue, but we're just going to touch it, so we're bringing in the cobalt. Just go down one side of the tooth. So they look more like teeth. Do, 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 do. Yep. Okay. All right. Oh, his toenails, we didn't do them either, so we're going to do the same as the teeth. We'll put white in them and then go in with that little bit of blue. And if you think it's too blue, just go back over it with the white. There we go. That still looks a little blue. There. Okay. I will be doing a little bit of work like on the fins with a white Posca. Okay. Just touching the edge there and bringing it down. Do the same thing on this one. Try to get them all going in one direction. It's not going to work. So I'll go back in with a little bit of the black here and just accent the lines I want to have going in. Okay, we'll probably do a little bit up here in his eye too. And leave that aligned so when I go in here I can move that around a little bit. Dot right there too. Really should wait for it to dry. And because that's a pen, where's my pen? We'll just go back over it. With that. Okay. So yeah, with those little kind of work that I was going to do, I will do that off camera too. And then I will show you a picture at the end of the video on what it all looks like. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. So I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye now.